Hello and welcome to another update video about Loopring. Loopring, one of my, basically favorite cryptos here, it seems. I think I added it to my top 10 cryptos for 2022 in my video that I did in the beginning of the year. Loopring then obviously completed the correction here in this target area. That was between the 88.7 and the 78.6% FIB level, between 46 and 85 cents. Well, I just said it completed the correction. Well, I'm not sure about that yet. I have to make that very clear. There is still downside potential, and we have no confirmed breakout to all-time highs. Yes, we have a confirmed breakout, but is this already the breakout everybody's waiting for that can take us to new all-time highs? I have to be very honest with you and have to tell you I can't tell you that now. We haven't seen what we need to see in the chart yet to confirm that, but I will definitely be able to tell you that as soon as I see a first 5-wave move up and then a first 3-wave move down, because this will be a first impulse up then and a first correction down. And if we then make a higher high or a higher low, then I will tell you with confidence that the low is already in and that there will not be more downside potential, or at least the downside risk is very, very minimal. However, we came into the target area again. These target areas there, they are not there for fun. They were buying areas. I started to dollar cost average into Loopring at 87 cents all the way down to I think 67 or 64, I can't remember, but they triggered here in this range, started slightly above it at 87 cents, and this is now massively in profit, which is good, but in my opinion it's only the beginning. It's only the beginning, because what do we expect for Loopring in the next major wave to the upside? At least a $6.30. That's the 1.618 Fibonacci extension. And the reason that is so high is because this pump was so much. So you base then your next Fibonacci extension on the previous pump, and it should take us into those regions. But that is only the minimum. Yeah, it can also go higher. Now, where are we now with the Loopring? So it basically did everything as planned, Loopring, so far. Yeah, it is now at a tipping point. It's now at the next key resistance level, and if you break that, and I think, to be honest, my view is it will break it now, because I do expect also Bitcoin to go up in the next few weeks after it broke through 45.9k. I do expect this to be broken as well. Here we cannot see yet a bearish divergence, at least not here on the daily chart. So we see a higher highs on the RSI, and higher highs on the price chart. So there's a good chance it will break that resistance. This is, by the way, the 200-day moving average. And if we break this one, then this is really bullish. This will be positive for the price, and it can then certainly move higher. Where can it go to? In my opinion, what we can do, we can take a look at the VPVR indicator and see where those next spikes are. And in my opinion, the next spike that you can call a spike will be here in this region, actually, around this area here, around this area of trade, around the $2 mark. I think when we break that, you can expect a huge pump that could really take us all the way up to $2, because where we currently are is one of the last major resistance levels here, and then that previous volume is decreasing, and we have the next spike at around $2, a little bit higher, but I think the $2 mark will be a psychological one. And I think when we break above the 200-day moving average, we can expect here further upside potential. So far, everything's going according to plan. That is really, 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 really good for Loopring. We can even see here how it is currently accumulating in this phase of accumulation. And it actually made already a higher high. But what it needs to do is need to break that yellow line, that 200-day moving average. As I said, this looks really like an accumulation pattern. You could even call it a cup and handle if you now see the handle happen. At the moment, we cannot see a handle yet. What you can define here certainly is an ascending trend line. So at any point, we could even come down to that trend line, and we would still be in a short-term uptrend, absolutely. So you could, without a problem, get a pullback to the trend line. I'd be surprised if that happens now, because this would be quite a bit of a drop. It would come down then to below $1. But at some point, I think, I've got a feeling we will pull back to that trend line here. Yeah, and that would then be another entry point. But generally, for now, as you've just seen, we are still very much at the beginning, in my opinion, from that of that pump. But what I also can tell you is that there is not yet, I cannot give you all the confidence yet that the low was already in. I think it's getting more likely the higher we go, and it will get much more likely if we break above that 200-day moving average, which I think we will. But again, until we really see that 5-wave move up and then the 3-wave move down, I can't really give you all that confidence yet. But generally the chart is looking healthy, it's looking good. Yeah, we're about to get a bullish crossover on the weekly MACD. The momentum is going up. We have a long signal on the ADX and DI on the weekly chart, which is bullish. The stochastic RSI on the weekly is only just now going up. We talked about that 4-day MACD bullish crossover here. Again, buy signal, yeah. And it's all looking healthy and good, and it shows that there is further upside potential possible. We are not yet overbought, not yet overbought on the 4-day chart, not yet overbought on the 2-day chart, and on the daily chart. Yes, we are getting close into the overbought range, but we've seen here overbought levels before, and you know, it could go up before all the way up to 90, for example. Yeah, here at the previous all-time high, and however, that first move up is unlikely going to take us to all-time highs anyway. This is only the beginning. So what you will get, you will go up with your RSI, and then you are going to come down in a correction. So similar to what we did back here after July 21, you came up in your first wave 1, then you came down in a wave 2 before you really started to move up higher. So you're going to get that where you start to move up and then come down once more. So after this, somewhere I would expect another correction down, maybe a higher low where there would be another entry point, because the RSI on the daily is getting overbought. There is further upside potential now, but you will get a correction then, and that would be then another entry point that we could use. Okay, and that is Loopring. That's really all I can tell you at the moment here. So as you can see, really good and nice accumulation pattern here in my opinion at the moment here, and it's really preparing for that breakout here to the upside. So as soon as you see this breakout with volume, maybe even a retest on the 1 hour or the 4 hour, and ideally the 4 hour chart above that 128 level, which is the 200-day moving average, that would be another, I think, you know, at least after that, you should expect some upside potential or upside of the price. Yeah, that's my view on Loopring. Hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, subscribe, and if you really like the content, then check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.